The next program is the 11th one. That is, I have to implement or I have to write a Java program to find the subset of a given set S. So this is the sum of subset problems. Okay, I have to find subset whose sum is equal to the given positive integer. So this is the technique that we use here is the backtracking algorithm for problem solving. Okay, we know what is it. What does the backtracking do? It takes one piece at a time, removing these solutions that fail to satisfy the constraint of the problem at any point of time. So it removes all the solution, or it stops continuing continuing the solutions which are not feasible. Okay, so coming to the sum of subset problem, this is the definition of the problem. So if I have a set A and a positive integer D, I have to find out the subset from set A, so such that the sum of the subsets are equal to the integer D. And here we have an example also. That is 1, 2, 5, 6, 8 is the set. D is 9. So I will be getting two solutions, 1, 2, 6 and 1, 8. So to get these two solutions, we have to apply some backtracking techniques. So now we have understood the problem definition. We will just see the execution part. So here we have the problem, that is subset is the subset.java is the class that I have taken. So here we will see what is the problem about or how the program is executed. I have a class called subset. I have an integer C which is initialized to 0. This is W, that is an array. Okay, it can hold up to 10 elements. X is one more array, and then I have N, D and I as the integer variables, sum being equal to 0. So I have created a scanner class. Then enter the number of elements, that is the number of elements that I want to enter in my set. Okay, after taking or reading the number of elements, next I enter the elements in the increasing order of the set. For that, I use a for loop to read all the elements that I have entered into the array W. Then I have been asked to enter the value of D, that is the integer D, who the subset, sum of the subsets that I have created should be equal to this particular integer D. After taking all the inputs, I just find the sum. So initially sum was equal to 0. So with this sum, I am adding W of I, that is all the elements that I have entered. So all the elements in the set I add them up to find the sum. Then I print it. Okay, whatever is the sum. Then what I do is, see here, if sum is less than D or W of 0 is greater than D, that is if the first element is itself 9. If I start the element with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So what happens? The only one first number, or if D is 9, if I start my set with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, the very first element itself is greater than the sum. So there is no possibility of finding a subset. And after finding the sum, if this sum is less than D, then also I cannot find a subset. Suppose I take 1, 2, 3 in my subset. Okay, so the sum will be equal to 6, but the value of D, if I give 9, then also I cannot find a subset. In both the cases, I write that subset is not possible. If this condition is not true, that is if sum is not less than D and W of 0 is not greater than D, then I call a method, okay, that is the subset or a function. So this subset, I am passing 3 values here, the 2 zeros and the sum. So initially, if you can see here, okay, so I call the function. So once I call the function, what happens? It directly goes to the subset function. So it takes the value WSF. WSF is 0. K is also 0. Sum will be sitting in TRW. Then it is checking for the subset solutions. X of K is equal to 1. It is pointing the first value. Okay. We have a array there. X is an empty array. The first element in the array, or the 0th element, X of, I have passed 0 now. X of 0 is equal to 1. Now it will check what is WSF. It is 1 plus W of K. W of 0, that is the first element. If those two are equal to 0, suppose my first element is 9 and this 8 and this is 1. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So now it is taking, see, WSF is 0. 0 means it is taking the first element of the array X, which I have made it 1. Okay. So if that those two numbers, addition of those two numbers is equal to D, then the subset solution will be there. Okay. I have already got one subset. I increment the value of C. Next, after finding this, if X of I is equal to 1, then I print the sum value, W of I, whatever is the sum value. Again, I am checking if WSF 0 plus W of K, whatever is the first element, if I have entered the first element to be 1, and then I am taking the second element. Okay, so I am taking the first element and the second element. Again, I am recursively calling. Okay, I am recursively calling the subset function, so it will find the subset including the next number. Now, after doing so, again I check this. Then, if this is greater than or equal to D, that is the total sum is TRW. TRW plus W of WSF is 0 minus W of K is greater than 0, and WSF plus W of K plus 1. That is WSF is whatever initial value will be there, that is 0. Here again I will have sent one more value. Here I will have sent one more value, new value of WSF. So it is recursively calling the subset function. And somewhere once I find a subset, I will increment the value of C. So after all the subset are found, here it is taking recursively calling the subset, and it will find out every possible subset for the given set. So once I come back, after the control is returned from the function, then it will check if C is equal to 0. If at all C is equal to 0, then subset is not possible. It means to say that no subset was possible in the given condition. Otherwise, what we do? We print the subset. So this is the function. We will see how we get the output. Number of elements, let it be 5. He's asking me to enter the elements in the increasing order. So let me enter 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8. These are the inputs that we saw in the example just now in the PPT. So I will enter the value of D to be equal to 9. So there are two subsets. The first subset with 1, 2, and 6, and the second subset with 1 and 8. So this is how we find out the sum of subset from a given set using the backtracking technique.